Here we are, ma'am. Crawley House.
The good or ill. I still don't see why I couldn't just refuse it.
There's no mechanism for you to do so. You will be an earl. You will inherit the estate. Of course, you can throw it away when you have it. That's up to you.
Can I help?
I'm Mosley, sir, your butler and valet.
Mr. Mosley, I'm
May
afraid...
I introduce ourselves? I am Mrs. Crawley, and this is my son, Mr. Matthew Crawley.
I'll just give Mr. Taylor a hand with the cases.
I can...
Thank you, Mosley.
I won't let them change me.
Why would they want to?
Mother, Lord Grantham has made the unwelcome discovery that his heir is a middle-class lawyer and the son of a middle-class doctor.
Upper middle
He
class?
wants to limit the damage by turning me into one of his own kind.
When you met him in London, you liked him.
I simply do not understand why we are rushing into this.
Matthew Crawley is my heir.
Patrick was your heir. He never lived here.
Patrick was in and out of this house since the day he was born. You saw how many of the village turned out for the service.
Nothing's settled yet.
It is settled, my dearest one, whether you like it or not.
I wouldn't say that. Not while your mother breathes air.
Oh, Ellen. This is much better than I thought it would be. You have done well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Would you like this in here, ma'am, or taken up to your room?
In here, thank you. So, are you the whole of our new household?
There's a local girl, ma'am, Beth. She's the double under housemaid and kitchen maid.
This is ridiculous.
Thank you very much, Mosley. Might we have some tea?
Very good, ma'am.
Well, he can go right now.
Why?
Because we do not need a butler or a valet, if it comes to that. We've always managed perfectly well with a cook and a maid, and they cannot expect us
What
to
they
alter
expect,
our whole...
Matthew, is that we won't know how to behave. So if you don't mind, I would rather not confirm their expectations.
I have to be myself, Mother. I'll be no use to anyone if I can't be myself. And before they or you get any ideas, I will choose my own wife.
What on earth do you mean?
Well, they're clearly going to push one of the daughters at me. They'll have fixed on that when they heard I was a bachelor.
Lady Mary Crawley.
I do hope I'm not interrupting.
Lady Mary.
Cousin Mary, please. Mamma has sent me down to welcome you and to ask you to dine with us tonight. Unless you're too tired.
We would be delighted.
Good. Come at 8.
Won't you stay and have some tea?
Oh, no. You're far too busy. And I wouldn't want to push in. Lynch, I think we'll go back by the South Lodge.
Very good, my lady.
Lady Mary, I hope you didn't misunderstand me. I was only joking.
Of course. And I agree. The whole thing is a complete joke.
I will hold it steady and you can help yourself, sir.
Yes, I know. Thank you.
You'll soon get used to the way things are done here.
If you mean that I'm accustomed to a very different life from this, then that is true.
What will you do with your time?
I've got a job in Ripon. I said I'll start tomorrow.
A job?
In a partnership. You might have heard of it, Harville and Carter. They need someone who understands industrial law, I'm glad to say, although I'm afraid most of it will be wills and conveyancing.
You do know I mean to involve you in the running of the estate.
Oh, don't worry. There are plenty of hours in the day. And, of course, I'll have the weekend.
We'll discuss this later. We mustn't bore the ladies.
What is a weekend?
I thought you didn't like him.
Well, so what? I have plenty of friends I don't like.
Would you want Mary to marry one of them?
Why do you always have to pretend to be nicer than the rest of us?
Perhaps I am.
Then pity your wife, whose fortune must go to this odd young man who talks about weekends and jobs. If Mary were to marry him, then all would be resolved.
Why are you so against him?
Aside from the fact he's planning to steal our inheritance.
Your inheritance? It makes no difference to Sybil and me. We won't inherit whatever happens.
He isn't one of us.
Cousin Freddie's studying for the bar. And so is Vivian MacDonald.
At Lincoln's Inn, not sitting at a dirty little desk in Ripon. Besides, his father was a doctor.
There's nothing wrong with doctors. We all need doctors.
We all need crossing sweepers and draymen, too. It doesn't mean we have to dine with them.
Whom don't we have to dine with?
Mary doesn't care for Cousin Matthew.
Sybil, be a dear and fetch my black evening shawl. O'Brien knows which one. And Edith, can you see that the drawing room's ready? Glad to catch you alone.
You've driven the others away.
Perhaps I have. Pretty. The point is, my dear, I don't want you, any of you, to feel you have to dislike Matthew.
You dislike the idea of him.
That was before he came. Now he's here. I don't see any future in it. Not the way things are.
I don't believe a woman can be forced to give away all her money to a distant cousin of her husband's. Not in the 20th century. It's too ludicrous for words.
It's not as simple as that. The money isn't mine anymore. It forms a part of the estate.
Even so, when a judge hears...
For once in your life, will you please just listen? I believe there's an answer which would secure your future and give you a position.
You can't be serious.
Just think about it.
I don't have to think about it. Marry a man who can barely hold his knife like a gentleman.
Oh, you exaggerate.
You're American. You don't understand these things. Have you mentioned this to Granny? Did she laugh?
Why would she? It was her idea.
I've been studying the story of Andromeda. Do you know it?
Why?
Her father was King Cepheus, whose country was being ravaged by storms. And in the end, he decided the only way to appease the gods was to sacrifice his eldest daughter to a hideous sea monster. So they chained her naked to a rock.
Really? Mary, we'll all need our smelling salts in a minute.
But the sea monster didn't get her, did he?
No. Just when it seemed he was the only solution to her father's problems, she was rescued.
By Perseus.
That's right. Perseus, son of a god. Rather more fitting, wouldn't you say?
That depends. I'd have to know more about the princess and the sea monster in question.